We're going to discuss now the area of a trapezium, so finding the area of a trapezium. This is probably one of the trickiest ones to find for the areas of a quadrilateral, so let's have a look at how we can do it. So area of a trapezium, we have an example here. It's not drawn to scale, so we've got a question that says calculate the area of the trapezium. So the first thing we have to do is find the formula for the area of a trapezium. So like I said, this one's a little bit trickier. So the area of a trapezium is A plus B divided by 2 multiplied by the perpendicular height. Now, your A and B, your A value and your B value, that's supposed to be an arrow, are the pair of parallel sides. Okay, they're always going to be the pair of parallel sides. So having a look at our trapezium here, our parallel sides are these two. Okay, so the pair of parallel sides, remember parallel sides are the two sides of a shape that never meet. So these two are the two sides that if they kept going, they would never meet because they are straight lines. So either could be A or B. So we're going to go with A being the top one, B being the bottom one. So A plus B is at the top, so 9 plus 15, okay, then divide it by 2, and then multiply it by your perpendicular height. Remembering your perpendicular height is that one that's perpendicular with another straight line that creates that right angle. So multiply this by 4. So 9 plus 15 will give you an answer of 24, divided by 2, multiplied by 4. So 24 divided by 2 gives you an answer of 12, then multiply it by 4, giving you an area for this trapezium of 48 centimeters squared. Remember to copy these examples as we're going along. Pause if you need to. Example 2. So we've got below is a trapezium, A, B, C, and D. So they've labelled your corners. Work out the area of this trapezium. Again, we've got our formula here. So remember, A and B are our pair of parallel lines. So this side and this side can't be, even though this one's a straight line, the one that's parallel to it isn't a straight line, because this one, if we kept drawing it, it would meet up with this one. So we have to identify that a pair of parallel lines are the two lines that will never meet if they kept going and they are parallel to each other. So we'll label that A and B. So 7 plus 10 divided by 2, and then multiplied by your perpendicular height, so that straight height that creates that right angle, so that's the number 4, so 4 centimeters, multiplied by 4. So 7 plus 10 gives you 17, divided by 2 times by 4. Half of 17 is 8.5, multiply by 4. Therefore, your answer for the area of this trapezium is 34 centimeters squared. Next example. So again, not drawn accurately, so not drawn to scale. Calculate the area of the trapezium. So first thing, identify your AB. Remember, AB are your pair of parallel lines, which are these two here. So we've got 5.2 plus 10.8 divided by 4.5 divided by 2, multiplied by 4.5, which is your perpendicular height. So 5.2 plus 10.8 is giving you an answer of 16 divided by 2, multiplied by 4.5. 16 divided by 2 gives you 8, and you're multiplying it by 4.5. And your final answer for the area of this trapezium is 36 centimeters squared. Next example. This way it says the area of the trapezium is 63 centimeters squared. Work out the value of x. So they've actually given you your A and B, so your pair of parallel lines value, but they haven't given you your perpendicular height. So if we write in our formula, we've got 6 plus 12 divided by 2, multiplied by your value of x, which you don't know, your perpendicular height, is equal to 63. Okay, so we're told the area is 63. So now I have to work backwards. So if I just change my color. So first thing we have to do to get this on its own, okay, is what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand the fraction there. So if I expand this fraction here first, I get 6 plus 12 gives me 18 divided by 2. And then 18 divided by 2 gives me an answer of 9. So I'm going to have 9 multiplied by x is equal to 63. Now that makes it a little bit easier, because now I've got 9 times by x, and now I need to get rid of the 9 so that I leave x on its own. So how do I get rid of the multiply by 9? I have to divide by 9. So I divide both sides by 9. And then once I've divided both sides by 9, I'll get an answer of x on one side is equal to 63 divided by 9, which gives me an answer of 11. No, sorry, not 11. 7. And then the value of x here, x is equal to 7 centimeters, remembering those units. Final example. So again, this is working backwards. So this time they've given you one parallel side length and not the other, and they've given you the perpendicular height. So we'll label this one A and this one B. So we've got 6 plus x divided by 2 multiplied by 4 is equal to 34. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this times 4. So to get rid of the multiply by 4, let me just draw a line down the middle. So the first thing I have to do is divide both sides by 4. Once I divide them both by 4, I end up with 6 plus x divided by 2 is equal to 8.5. Okay, I then have that divide by 2 on this side. So the opposite of divide by 2 is multiply by 2. So I multiply both sides by 2. And then when I multiply both sides by 2, the 2 on this side gets eliminated. So I get 6 plus x is equal to 17. Okay, and then to get rid of the plus 6, so the x is on its own, I have to subtract 6 on both sides. And therefore, that leaves me with x is equal to 11. So the value of x is equal to 11 centimeters.